Hello everybody, good morning. Welcome to the Sunroom in Dublin. Thank you for joining me for this Vinyasa class, me and Finn. This class was requested by Nadia and it centers on the lumbar area, on the lower back. So we'll try and relax and stretch that area, especially as it's the 33rd day of isolation for us here in Ireland, and we need to relax and unwind a little bit. So please bring yourself to a child's pose or balasana. By the way, if you have a block, it's a good idea to bring it. Sure. So bring your knees as wide as the mat. Bring your feet to touch with the toes untucked and sit on the feet. Then lengthen your arms in front of you and let your forehead lay on the mat or on your hands. And we'll take 3 long inhales from the nose and 3 long exhales from the mouth. So when you exhale from the mouth with your mouth open, try to let go of all your tension and stress at this time. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now bring your hands towards your right hand side and your hips towards your left, sitting on your left foot to lengthen the left side of your body. Keep your neck relaxed, forehead on the floor. Nice relaxed breaths. On your next exhale, sit on the right foot and move your hands towards the left, lengthening the left side of your body, making room between your ribs. On your next exhale, come back to center and then come up to sitting or kneeling on your mat, whichever way you prefer, in Sukhasana. So here, close your eyes for a moment. Start concentrating on your breathing, on yourself being here in this moment. Find the areas that require more attention, are more stressed, that are holding tension, and try to direct your breath towards these areas. Try and loosen them and relax them and give them the care they need. So I thought I would do a little challenge today. I will read a quote from a beautiful poem to you, and maybe you can say in the comments if you recognized it, if you liked it. Maybe you read it because you heard this, which one it is, and maybe you can give me a quote of your own that you love. So here it is. Did I wince? I did not faint. My soul broke, but was not bent. Up I stand like a blasted tree by the shore of the shivering sea. There you go. So let me know. So while you're here, with your eyes closed, set an intention for this class to yourself. And today we will try a type of pranayama called bee breath. So bee breath is a little bit of fun, even for children. If you want to distract your children, you can use this. So maybe look at me first, because otherwise you won't be able to hear me, because we have to close our ears. So we use our thumbs to close the fleshy part of our ears, and then we'll let the middle finger meet at the top of our heads. We let our elbows come out and our shoulders are down and relaxed. Inhale. Exhale. So if you keep your ears closed while doing this, you will hear a sound like a bee buzzing. This is really nice to restore the balance of carbon dioxide in the blood, which helps you relax, and to diminish the fight and flight impulse, because we're lengthening the exhalation relative to the inhalation. So let's try 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Relax your hands. If Ujjayi breath is in your practice, you can start it now. If you would like to try it, it's simply a slight restriction of the throat that makes an audible sound like this. And if we try to keep this up during the practice, it really helps us staying in the moment and concentrating on our breathing and on what we're doing at that time. So inhale, both your arms up, interlace the fingers, turn the palms towards the sky or the ceiling, and start lengthening. But keep your shoulders down, don't let them come up near the ears, keep them relaxed. Maybe back bend a tiny bit if you feel like, to bring stronger stretch to your upper back. Nice long breaths. On your next exhale, let go. Lengthen your right leg in front of you with the toes pointing up, leg and the foot are really active. Bend your left leg and place your left foot on the inside of your right leg. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. So your right hand goes to your left knee and your left hand is behind you on the mat, propping you up and helping you turn. So remember to keep that right leg really active. Don't forget about it. Keep your spine long. Your neck is relaxed. You're not twisting from the neck. You're twisting from your spine. Both sit bones are on the floor. Nice long breaths. One more cycle. Exhale, come back to center. Change legs, so extend the left leg, bend the right and place the right foot on the inside of the left leg. So the left toes are pointing up, the foot is really active. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to your right with your left hand on your right knee and your right hand behind you, helping you lengthen and turn and twist. So on your inhales, you straighten your back towards the sky. On the exhales, maybe you twist a little more, maybe you just maintain the pose you have at the moment. So twists are really good for detoxifying, for helping the digestive system. So remember to keep the left foot really active, left leg engaged. Exhale, come back to center and come to tabletop. As usually in tabletop, let's remember that all the four corners of the hands are pushing into the mat, all the knuckles, so that we protect our wrists. Our shoulders are over the wrists, the hips are over the knees, and the back of the foot is on the floor. So we'll do a few cat-cows, but when you do cat, which is this, your back hurts, your lower back hurts, be careful, just keep your spine straight and then you can do cow. Otherwise, come with me. So inhale, arch your back, bring your hips and head up. Exhale, round the spine, hips and head down. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. So keep moving with your breath, with your own rhythm. And since this is your class, not mine, if there's something you would prefer doing, such as circles, or else maybe bending side to side, bringing your hips towards your head, don't hesitate in doing it. As long as it's safe and you do it mindfully, you should do what you think you need today. So one more cat-cow. Keep your hips and feet where they are, but lengthen your arms in front of you with the hands on the floor and come down to your chin or your forehead for puppy. This is a lovely stretch for the back. Exhale, Come back up. Plant your hands onto the mat. Lengthen your legs behind you. Tuck in the toes for plank. And then move your hips up for downward facing dog. This is your first dog of the day, so don't hesitate in warming yourself up. Maybe pedaling the legs, maybe moving the spine, nodding the head, whichever way you prefer. And if you want to check that your down dog is the right length, not too long, not too short, you can move from down dog to plank and see if you don't have to move anything and it was the right length. If you have to move your feet or your hands, then maybe you have to reconsider the length of your downward dog. So from here, walk to your hands and let the upper part of your body dangle. So move your weight to the tips of your toes carefully, and just the legs are active, but your upper body is completely relaxed. Let the head dangle, let the shoulder relax. Maybe grab opposite elbow with opposite hand for ragdoll. Don't forget your breathing. One more. Let the elbows go and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, unroll yourself up. So be very mindful, especially if you have low blood pressure. Do this really, really slowly. There is no rush. So once we are back up, we'll do a Tadasana or mountain pose. So if you have a block, it's nice, or a book. Otherwise, it doesn't matter, you can still do it. So if you do have a block or a book, put it in between your thighs. Keep your feet parallel, everybody, whether you have it or not. And really tighten your legs, really activate your legs. Activate the whole leg so that it squeezes into the block if you have it. Then bring your hips a little bit forward. Keep your core, your abs long, lightly engaged. Shoulders go back and down. Fingers point to the ground. The chin is slightly tucked and you're feeling like somebody's pulling you up by the crown of the head. This is Tadasana or mountain pose. Doesn't look like much, but it's a very, very active pose. One more cycle. On an exhale, let go of the block if you were using it, or just relax from the pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring them to goal post. Maybe do a slight back bend. Maybe if your neck is okay, you can look up. Try to keep your toes relaxed. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, let go. We will do a little standing twist. So bring your right hand in front of you, your left hand behind you, but keep your hips pointing towards the short side of the mat. And then start turning back, keeping the hips where they are, but looking at your left hand if you can. Keeping your legs active, your shoulders down and away from the ears. Spine long. Toes are relaxed. Exhale, relax. Change sides. So left hand in front of you, right hand behind you. Start twisting, but leaving your hips where they are. So you're just twisting from your spine. Look at the right hand if you can. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Your toes relaxed. One more breath. Exhale, relax. So let's do a sun salutation. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Bring your feet back for plank. From here, you can either place your knees down and tuck your toes and come down, or else come down in a straight line. Keep your elbows really close to the body, your hands near your shoulders, your toes are untucked. Inhale, cobra. It's the first of the day and it's lovely. Exhale down. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift your knees. come to downward facing dog. So this is your second dog. So maybe here you can, you know, tune in a little bit with your body and see how you're feeling. Are you pushing your hips up? Are you arching your back? This is not a great idea. The best thing would be to keep it straight and long. Keep your neck in line with the spine. And it doesn't matter whether your legs are bent or straight, whether your heels are on the floor or not. What matters is that you're pushing up your hips towards the sky or the ceiling to really lengthen, and that you're not bringing your shoulders near your ears, you're keeping them down to the sides and long. On an exhale, walk your feet to your hands, lift your right foot, place your right hand underneath it, palm up. Then do the same with the other foot. Bring your weight to the front of your feet and start making as if you were getting up. So you get a lovely stretch in the backs, in your back and in the back of your legs. Keep your head down, relaxed. Nice long breath. On an exhale, lift your right foot, free your right hand, and do the same with the other. Come up very, very, very slowly, mindfully. And from here, open your left leg to the back of the mat. Your right leg is bent to 90 degrees. Bring your left knee to the mat and tuck your left toes. If this hurts your knee, you can fold the mat to cushion it, or otherwise maybe use a blanket or a pillow. So bring your right foot a little bit forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Bring your hips down and forward to really lengthen that left quad. If your neck is okay, you can look up. Otherwise, keep looking forward into crescent moon. So fingers are engaged. You're really lengthening that quad. You're taking nice long deep breaths. On the next exhale, move your weight back. Bring your arms down and then lift the tips of your right foot, the toes of your right foot. So the foot is on the heel. You can move it forward a little bit if that helps. And we're keeping our spine long. Our chest is open. We're not collapsing our shoulders. We're lengthening the back of our right leg. Trying to keep our shoulders and our jaw relaxed. Breathe into everywhere that feels tight. Exhale, bring your foot down. Move it a little bit closer to you. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knees for a low lunge. Here, put your left hand on the floor. Inhale your right hand up for a twist. So you're pushing away from the floor with your left hand. With your right hand, you're reaching up for the sky. Fingers extended. Spine is long. We have a lovely line of energy from our heel to the crown of our head. One more. Exhale, hand down. So shorten your stance. Bring your hands to your hips and come up for airplane lunge. Bring your hands behind you and lean forward a little bit. Feel the stretch at the back of your left leg. Your spine. One more. Exhale, come back up, and we'll do Trikonasana or triangle. So from here, straighten your right leg, keeping a micro bend in the knee to keep it safe, and open your left foot towards the long side of the mat, 90 degrees. Inhale, your arms shoulder height, and make sure your chest and your hips are facing the long side of the mat or the dog. So inhale, long, exhale, start falling, start moving forward, leaning forward. And when you can't go anymore, you might need your block here. When you can't go anymore, come down with your hand on your shin, on a block maybe, on the inside of the foot, or else on the floor, whichever way you prefer. And from here, really lengthen the left arm, stretching the fingers, opening your chest. Remember, we're caught in between somewhere here, between two walls. We're sandwiched between two walls. We can't fall forward or back. We have to go towards the sky. Spine is long. Lovely stretch in the right leg. Toes are relaxed. On your next exhale, start bending your right leg to 90 degrees. Bring your right forearm on your right leg. Open your chest with your left hand towards the sky. Then bring the hand up, turn it towards the short side of the mat, and bring the arm parallel to the ear. So make sure you're not dumping all your weight on the leg. And keep opening your chest for Parsvakonasana. And for me, this is the position that most helps my lower back, especially if you put a little bit of attention into it and bring your right hip down towards the floor and forward. So this might be a millimeter adjustment, but little by little with practice, you really get it. You really get a lovely stretch in your lower back. So there are three options. You can stay in Parsvakonasana for a while. You can take a rest if you like, or else you can come with me and try half moon. If you're trying half moon, it might be a good idea to have a block in front of your right foot. But if you don't have a block or a book, it doesn't matter. You can put your hand on the floor. So if you do have it, place your right hand on it. Shorten your stance. Bring your left hand to your left hip and start lifting your left leg. And here on my fault because I'm on the grass. This is my excuse anyway. So keep your chest open and bring that leg up with the toes towards the long side of the mat. From here, if your balance allows, mightn't, bring your left arm up, maybe look at your left hand for half moon. Take another breath here if you can, and then come out of the pose. From here, we bring ourselves back, feet together, inhale, arms up, exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway up, long spine. Exhale, plant your hands, come to plank. From here, you can either put your knees down or go down into a straight line. Untuck your toes. Elbows close to your body, hands beside your chest. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, down. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, come back to down dog. From here, this time, bring your hands back to your feet. Again, we're in a forward fold with our head dangling down. And unroll up vertebra by vertebra, slowly, mindfully, taking your time. So from here, you can either walk to the front of your mat or else just turn where you are and open your right leg to the back of the mat. So your left leg is bent to 90 degrees. Bring your right knee down and untuck your toes. Move the left foot forward a little bit. And inhale your arms up, hips down and forward for crescent moon. If your neck is okay, look at your hands. Otherwise, look forward. Feel the lovely stretch in the right quad. Nice long breaths. Don't forget to concentrate on your breathing, to relax your shoulders, your face, your toes. Exhale, bring your hands down, move your weight back, start straightening your left leg. Maybe bring the foot a little bit forward and bring it to your heel. So point your toes up, your spine is long, extended, your chest is open, you're not collapsing your shoulders. Your neck is in line with your spine. Keep breathing into the back of that left leg. Stretch it. Exhale, bring your foot down. Bring your knee a little bit closer. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, come up into low lunge. From here, place your right hand on the floor. Inhale, your left hand up towards the sky. Really lengthening towards the sky, pushing that right hand into the mat. Bring yourself up. Again, we have one line of energy from the crown of our heads to the heel of our back foot. Lovely twist. Exhale, bring the hand down, shorten your stance, and come up for your airplane lunge. So you've got your arms behind you, fingers extended, and you move your back forward. Your back leg is straight and active. Your front leg is bent to 90 degrees, and I think I've been bitten by some kind of creepy crawly here. One more breath cycle. Exhale, come back up. Start straightening your left leg, but leave a microband in the knee to protect it. Open your back foot to the long side of your mat. Open your chest and hips to the long side of your mat. Arms up, and then start moving forward, looking forward and moving forward. And then when you can't go anymore, I'm gonna get my block here. When you can't go anymore, come down with your hand on your shin, on a block, or on the floor, whichever way you prefer, for Trikonasana or triangle. So here again, you're engaging both legs, you feel your quads pulling up your knees, your kneecaps. You're looking at your top hand if you can. If you can't, just look forward, don't hurt your neck. And you're sort of pushing towards the sky or the ceiling. Trying to stay in a straight line, not moving your hips back or forward. And this requires practice, and I'm still practicing. But little by little, it improves. On your next exhale, bend your left leg to 90 degrees. Place your forearm on top of it. Open your chest even more. Help it with the right hand to open towards the sky. Here again, let's make an effort. Think about it. Bring your left hip down and forward underneath you. Try and get a lovely stretch in your lower back, and right now mine is clicking. It's very, very nice. It's 7 a.m. here in Dublin, so I've just gotten up and I really needed this. So here you can stay in Parsvakonasana. You can take a rest, maybe in child's pose, or else you can come with me. And if you have a block or a book, you can place it in front of your left foot. If not, it doesn't matter. So place your left hand on the floor or on the block. Shorten your stance. Bring your right arm to your hip and start lifting your right leg up. Keep your chest open. Keep your foot, your back foot, pointing to the long side of your mat. If you fall, come back up. And then if you can, straighten your right arm. Maybe look at your right fingers. Keep engaging the legs. Keep long. One more. Exhale, come back down. Gracefully if possible, otherwise it's okay. And from here, we will sit down on our mat. So bring the soles of your feet to touch. for Baddhakonasana or butterfly pose. If this hurts you, you can always bring your feet forward a little bit to make a diamond shape, or else bring your knees out but cushion them with blankets or with blocks. So from here, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, place your right hand on your left knee and your left hand behind you and start twisting. Keeping your shoulders down, don't forget. Keeping your neck relaxed. Nice long breaths. One more. Exhale, come back to front. So again, we'll inhale, straighten our spine. Exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you, and start twisting, helping yourself with the left hand, but without hurting the shoulder or the neck. Keeping the spine long. Getting in nice long breaths, nice relaxing breaths. Remember this through the day whenever you get stressed. Sometimes even just going back to your breathing might help stop a reaction from happening and give you some time to calm down. On your next exhale, come back to center. We'll come all the way down to our back for a bridge pose. So bring your block with you if you have it, because we might do a restorative pose if you do have a block. Otherwise, we'll do normal bridge. So everybody, come down to your backs. Bring your feet close to your sit bones. Place the palms of your hands on the mat. On an exhale, bring your hips up. Keep your knees parallel. Don't let them splay out. Keep your toes relaxed. And if you feel like you might shimmy your shoulders under your back and interlace your fingers under your sit bones and maybe push them into the floor to get yourself a little bit higher. So if you like to try a restorative pose and you do have a block, you might put it in this position underneath your hips. So there's a kind of a shelf here. You can put it underneath that. So you might have to try different places to see where you feel more comfortable. And if you find that place, then just let your hips go. You might stay like this for a while. Maybe pause the video and take your time in this lovely restorative pose. If you don't have a block or a book and you're in your normal bridge, keep pushing your hips towards the ceiling or the sky. Keep relaxing your toes. I'm really grateful for these beautiful days this week, which helped us stay home. The next exhale, let your hips go. If you have a block, slide it out and let it go. So cross your right leg over your left. Let the knee fall out. Then lift your left leg and hug it, interlacing the fingers behind it. Your feet keep really active. So pull your left leg towards your chest. Maybe place your right elbow against your right leg to help open your hip for a reclined figure 4. Lovely stretch for the hip. One more breath. Exhale, let it go. Change the cross. So your left goes over your right lifts up. Hook your right leg, interlace the fingers behind it, activate both feet, and start pulling your right leg towards your chest. Maybe opening your left leg with your left elbow. Try not to hold tension in your shoulders or in your neck. Long breaths. Exhale, let it go. So this time, hug your knees into your chest, give them a nice squeeze, and then let them fall towards your right hand side. Open your arms. Look at your left hand. Maybe help your knees towards the floor with your right hand. Keep both shoulders onto the mat. Start letting go. Now we're almost finished our practice. We worked quite hard and we can reap the benefits of the practice now. On your next exhale, add both your knees to your chest again. Then let them fall onto your left hand side. Open your right arm, look at your right hand. Maybe help your legs towards the floor with your left hand. Keep both shoulders on the mat. Keep your neck relaxed, your shoulders relaxed, your spine long. On your next exhale, come back to center. Give yourself one last squeeze. Maybe grab your big toes with your peace fingers to open your legs. Plant of the feet to the sky and do a little bit of a happy baby, rolling from side to side, massaging your spine. And when you're ready, you can go into Shavasana. Today you have two options. You can either let everything fall out as usual on your back, or otherwise, to help the lower back relax even more, you could go on your belly, bend one leg to 90 degrees, arms to 90 degrees, and look towards the side of your bent leg with your cheek on the floor, staying like this. And if you can, take your time, take at least 5 or 10 minutes for your Shavasana. So you might want to pause this video and do your lovely Shavasana. And if you are doing that, try and not hold on to your thoughts. They will come, but try and let them pass. Try to just be with yourself, with your breathing. Let go of your Ujjayi breath. Just let go of everything. Keep your eyes closed and try to relax. And it's really, really important to take this time for yourself. And whenever you're ready to come back up, just very slowly and mindfully roll onto your right hand side. Take a fetal position for a while, and then slowly bring yourself back to sitting or kneeling on your mat. So keep your eyes closed for a moment. Take one more moment of relaxation. The wound is the place where the light enters you. So remember to thank yourself for taking this time to practice today, this time for yourself. Thank you very much for doing this class with me. Bring your hands in prayer. May you have peace in your thoughts. May your words be kind. May your heart be open. We bow together and say Namaste. So thank you very much for practicing with me. Please let me know if you have any requests, any comments, if you know who wrote this poem, if you like it, if you have any more quotes for me. See you next time. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.